Okay, guys, welcome for I guess for the continuous like 3 or 2 tutorials. What we are going to do, we prepare the registration form. Just we validate the data which is inserted to the registration form, and lastly, what we are going to do, we're gonna make a query and we're gonna insert this user supplied data into our database here. Okay, so what we are going to do first. Uh, just let me come to the registration page. After, if there is no errors which is supplied by the user, then what we are going to do, we are going to fetch the data there. Okay, so to execute our query. So to do that, what I plan to do, I'm going to use an array. So I'm going to call this uh, array to be a name of what shall it be? Yeah, registration data here. Okay, so it's gonna consist of an array. Okay, the array is gonna be associative array. The first part which represents the field, and the associate array which consists of the value for that particular field. Okay, for instance, we have a field called a username here. Then I'm gonna pass this through the username that the user have inserted. I'm using arrays most of the time, arrays in function, to make things flexible. Okay, if for instance, if I have another field which is called gender, for instance, like I don't have to do like a lot of if else statements or go through a lot of line of code. Just what I have to do, just edit my functions there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this. Then we're gonna have a field which is called password. Okay, which is gonna take the password that the user have entered, which is gonna be a post. Okay, then we're gonna have something which is called, I guess it goes first name. By the way, this is not an equal sign, just it is a sign of associative array. Okay, so there gotta be an arrow here. Okay, then there's a post which is called a first name. Then I'm gonna have a comma here, then last name, which associate to the last name that the user have entered, which is gonna be last name. And lastly, we're gonna have an email, which associate to the email that the user have entered. So this will be my last field. So just let's see what we have so far. Registration, did I spell it wrong? Registration data here. Okay, so let me come to my field here and refresh. Then let me insert a valid username, for instance mama here, and password, and okay, then last name here, and what did I will do, like email here. Send when I press register on line 50. I got a problem, I guess, in line 52. Yeah, because it's an array, I have to use print r. Okay, sorry guys. So let me come here and reload. So it will give me all my credentials: the username, the password, the first name, last name, the email, or something like that. Okay, so what did I plan to do? I'm going to make a function which is called registration user. This is gonna take the registration data here. Okay, and that will register the user. So let's come to the user's file here and let's make this function. Okay, so let me copy this thing and paste. Okay, then let me use a keyword which is called function here. Okay, so what I will do first, this is just a plain password here. Okay, so I have to convert this thing to MD5. Okay, for sake of security. So what I will do, I already got this username, through the associative array. I mean this password through associative array. So I'm gonna use relation data, and then I'm gonna associate to password. Then I'm gonna copy the same thing, but I'm going to encrypt this thing into MD5 so that it will not be stored in a plain text. Okay, so it will be encrypted. Then what I will do, I have to protect myself from SQL injection. Okay, if you remember, we just made a function which is called sanitize that will allow me to sanitize a user data there. But here that doesn't work because here we are using an array. So what we have to do, we have to use another customized form of sanitizing array in array form. So there is a built-in function in PHP which is called array walk. Okay, that will take two arguments. The first one is the variable that you want to go through, check in every time, and then you're gonna type the function name, sanitize data. That will be the function that will be made within a second. So this function, I'm gonna copy this thing, and I'm gonna write function here, sanitize data. Then what I will do, this function will take an end symbol here, and then the variable name. Then it's gonna make MySQL real escape string and pass the item here. Then I'm gonna assign the item variable to the sanitized one. Okay, so that no SQL injection will take place here. Just we control our SQL injection, through through a function which is called array walk. You're going to take two parameters. The first one will be the variable name that you want, the array name that you want to go through it, and then the function name. So this function, it will take the item, and finally it will go through and return each and every elements of my array here. So on the next tutorial, we're gonna see more about registration system. Till we meet on the next tutorial, stay tuned. Big up for yourself. Keep on loving tutorial. Ciao.